Probably going to be short. Well, you'll know how long it is because you can see the history bar, and I can't because I just started it. Got a little small window here. Could have been big, but it ended up being small. What does that mean? Anyway, continuing. You, Sarah, and Sora split into two groups. Okay, here I'm surprised they haven't given me a choice yet. Let's see if they do, though. A choice as to which group to go with, because they do that in the original game, and it seems like that would be a choice that copies over. Before I knew it, Tsugumi had disappeared. Just to, like, take care of Tsugumi, you gotta have something to kind of denote what happened here, even though it doesn't really denote what happened here. Even though the remake has fewer choices, generally it still has, like, the pivot point choices, although sometimes they're moved around a bit. And that's like a big pivot choice because it's big points whichever way, you know, whichever character's route you go down. Or for the character, I think you're already differentiated into the routes because fixing the generator scene, the routes are already split, but this is like big points for whoever you chose here. Oh, okay, you do have it. So I've been, going for trying, I don't know if I'm succeeding, but trying to pick the most U biased choices. So I would go with U because I'm trying to get the U route here. So I would check U, but I know that's the top choice because I recognize the kanji for the names, right? It's Yu ni sweet take or Sara to Sora ni sweet take. But I need to actually get a literal translation of sweet tech, which I can still do. I just have to clean up junk in Google Translate. This is an E, Japanese kana E, and then just get that part. Follow. Okay, so it's follow you or follow Sarah. I'm going to choose follow you.
あれ、少年もこっち来たの?
Huh? Did the boy come here to also? Okay. Just in general, we have way too hot on the text. So I'm going to dither this a bit. Okay, never mind. It's kind of okay the way it was. I don't know what to say. More importantly, where can I hide? No, it's more importantly, where are you going to hide? Okay.
それを今考えてるところ.
That's what I'm doing right now. Okay, they're gonna mess with this sprite somehow to make it I kept running with you.
さてと、どうしよっかな.
Now then, what should I do? You and I were looking for a place to hide, trying to figure out what was going on around us.
意外な場所に隠れないとすぐに見つかっちゃうしな.
If we don't hide in an unexpected place, he'll find us right away. Or it could be an idiot. I mean, he's proven to be not very good at this. But then again, he would have to pretend to not be very good at this because I don't think Takeshi ever won. He's trying to imitate Takeshi. Anyway, let's go into the shadows of it. There's no P of the block. Let me see what happens if I put into Google Translate and get rid of that P that got inserted there. For now, enter the shadow of a suitable block. Okay. Just when I said that. Someone is coming?
マヨたちじゃないの？
Isn't it Mayo and the others? Okay, so kanji. Oh, yes, there is. So it is darkness. There's a movement radical, but it's probably like I peer into the darkness. And then... Okay, but let me try to... Just that one kanji, right? Maybe a little deeper. Okay. No, that gives too much extra debris. Okay, that kanji's hard to do. Anyway, it's not really that important, right? He's basically, the second part, look in the direction of the sound, is correct. And it's dark where he's looking. That's the point. Caught a glimpse of someone. That height. Okay, let's go translate, I have to say. That figure is... No, that's not it. That's Takeshi.
え、本当？
Really? Hurry, we gotta hide. We jumped into the shadows of the nearby reef block, I guess. What should I do? There doesn't seem to be anywhere to hide. Well, at some point they gotta figure out a way for them to go up. They gotta climb up into something. Takeshi's definitely coming this way.
そうだ、あの中に隠れるわよ。
That's right, I'm going to hide inside of that. Where? U points to a depression in the middle of the reef block. Oh, okay. First, I'll get on Yu's shoulder and climb up. First, Yu lifts me up on her shoulders. Oh yeah, they cut out the whole piggybacking thing from the original when they get Sara out of the elevator. Like, after that, I pulled Yu up from above. I don't know how you go up into a depression, but okay. But they did go up, though. And so we somehow managed to hide before Takeshi arrived. Oh, is that a new CG? Brand new, drawn from scratch? Or is that a variation on that one? I don't remember it being exactly like that. I don't know, I don't remember if that's reusing the drawing of you inside the elevator or not. I just realized, well, I didn't just realize, I just realized I forgot to talk about the weirdness with Yu's outfit that's going on in day 2 here. In the morning, she's wearing her jacket, right? And then, when we fix the generator, she's wearing her street clothes. And then, when she's trying to get into the Remake terminal in the control room, she's suddenly wearing her uniform. It's like, well, okay, I guess she could have changed, right? But then all of a sudden, then Takeshi's like, "Let's play kick the can." So everyone goes to the fish, uh, whatever virtual fish reef, and then she's wearing her street clothes again. You know, would she really have changed right in there, and would she really change twice in rapid succession? And I'm suspicious they did that because the already drawn CG of you getting mad at the computer, well, that was from the original game. It's day one, right? So she's wearing her uniform at that time in the original game. So they drew her with her uniform on, and they didn't want to spend the money to pay the artist to change that CG to the other uniform. So they just had her like very temporarily wear the uniform. They say like switch it to her street clothes. Is what I meant. Switch the CG to her street clothes. So they made her very temporarily wear the uniform for that one scene, so that the CG wouldn't disagree with the sprites, even though it's really like not realistic. It's just like one scene where she's wearing the uniform. It's like, isn't it really that much better, is it? And then maybe if they're reusing this CG, which they might be, I forget if it looks exactly like this. There is a CG in the original of the kid and you hiding in an elevator, looking down on Takeshi, searching for them, that's like used in a similar context. If that's the case, they're reusing that one, which I just don't remember what it looks like. I just don't remember if they're reusing it. And she's wearing her street clothes. They had to switch her back to her street clothes for Kick the Can. And they had to have her on her street clothes also for the fixing the generator scene, because there's a CG in that scene too, where she's wearing her street clothes. So just trying to accommodate the CGs with these awkward uniform changes. In the original game, it's just one uniform per day, one outfit per day. She alternates. Hint, hint. And we didn't realize why exactly that is until 2022. No. We held our breasts and watched for the Oni. Darkness. Silence. I could hear her use breath as she stoops down next to me. I could almost hear her heart beating. Hope he doesn't find us.
来たみたいよ。
Shh. Look, he's right here. Takeshi appeared nearby. His hand's still on his head, even in the CG. I think it's mirrored. I think that's why it's confusing me, is it's maybe the opposite way in the original. Maybe. Looks like he hasn't pinpointed it yet, but he is looking around. I guess kyoro is like an onomatopoeia or mimetic thing for looking around. My heart beats faster. A large, loud crackling sound rang out. Okay, so baka baka is like crinkling the chips bag. I clutched my chest. Please, please don't find me. It's just a game, bro. Takeshi won't leave anytime soon. It's like, is he sure I'm here or something? Yeah, it's probably, is he sure that I am here? I mean, he's hanging around because he's like, I know they're around here somewhere, right?
あれ変だな。こっちの方で足音がしたはずなんだが。
He's talking to himself? That's weird. I thought I heard footsteps over here.
気のせいだったのか
Was I imagining things? Looks like he's finally given up. Footsteps are coming. Again? Whoa. But it was only for a moment that I felt relieved. Because now you gotta go kick the can, right? Suddenly a sneeze welled up inside me. Oh, I hate that. And you don't want to sneeze, so you just kind of try to exhale the pressure. But then afterwards, like, your sinuses have already, like, in that mode of making mucus. So then for the next, like, half hour, you're, like, dripping. And you don't have a Scotty. And you, why now? I put a hand over my mouth, desperately trying to hold it in. I somehow managed to hold it back. Wait, why'd they bother to write that? And then you sneezed.
そこが
That's it.
逃げるよ少年
Run, boy. You and I run down the corridor. Takeshi's coming after us, but he hasn't found us yet. When I turn the corner, Takeshi's right in front of me.
って少年じゃねえか
Hey, if it isn't the boy. Whoops. Why in this thought bubble? Don't tell me he got ahead of me. Yeah, he did. No, go back.
どういうこと
What do you mean? But Takeshi, you're supposed to run past him and get to the can before him. Why would you go back? He's ahead of you, just blow through him. But from behind...
ミッケ
Found you.
あっちゃ
Sneeze, right?
まったく手こずらせやがって
Jeez, you're such a handful.
ーもう少年が戻れなんて言うからだよ
Jeez, it's because the boy told me to go back. After I saw Takeshi in front of me, I looked behind me. But Takeshi was nowhere to be seen. But Takeshi was here. Oh, the sprite was... It took a while for me to click. The sprite was like kinda transparent-ish. I said like kinda transparent-ish. What? But writers, you can't do that. You can't have it be that exact sprite transparent. That's but you yes you can. You can. Because Blinkwinkle can't ever see himself. So all he knows is that face. Okay. Interesting.
しまった。やられた。
He got me. Or she got me. One of them. Looks like someone kicked the can.
くらなりくん、お疲れ様。
Kurinari-kun, good work. Well, isn't it supposed to be against the spirit of the game if you kick the can before Takeshi finds you, though? So you don't just run up and kick it randomly. But then again, Tsugumi doesn't care about the spirit of the game, so that could be what's going on here. You patted Takeshi on the shoulder. Just as I was staring blankly at you... The sound of someone kicking another can again, or another can, one or the other, it's the same can again, echoed in my ears. After that, it repeated several times, but Takeshi never once was freed from being the Oni.
はーい、皆さん、楽しかったですか？
Well, everyone, as you all had fun, as if this was my idea.
はーい、ものすごく楽しかったです。
Desu. So weird to me. Yeah, it was really fun. Me too.
すっごく楽しかったです。
It was really fun. The voice actor probably only recorded that once. Just record, and then just repeat that. How many takes of they recorded before they got it right?
それじゃあ、今日一番頑張ったクラナリにみんな拍手！
Well then, let's all applaud Korinari, who worked the hardest today.
パチパチパチパチ！パチパチパチパチパチ！
I won't read it.
パチパチパチパチ！
And then Tsugumi's gonna go, right?
パチパチ。
Well, I was wrong.
はい、それじゃあ撤収！
Okay, then, leave. Probably like, let's go. Let's retreat. Oh, okay.
はーい。
That's yes!
それじゃあ。
Well then. Kid says yes. And they all leave probably but Tsugumi, and there's something off screen that happens between whoever's claiming he's Takeshi and Tsugumi. But just as I was leaving the fish ranch, I noticed that Sora was still there. Or maybe Sora, but that's kind of too early for that. I mean, It's not until day 3 that Sora starts pestering Takeshi. At least on Takeshi's side. Sora is walking like she was drifting in the fishing reef. I ran over to Sora. Sora, what's wrong? Won't you come back with everyone?
あ、少年さん、すみません。ちょっと考え事をしてたもので。
Oh, I'm sorry, boy. I was just thinking about something. Thinking?
はい。今日闇鬼をやって気づいたのですが。
Yes, I noticed when I was playing Yamioni today.
私の存在は
My existence.
誰かに見られることによって初めてそこに存在しているんだなって。
If someone sees you, sees me, I'm able to exist there. Yeah, no, it's only when someone sees me do I really exist.
誰も見ていなければ私はそこに存在していないんだなって。
If no one is watching, then I don't exist there. True. But Sora is right in front of me.
私の存在は少年さんが感じている私の存在はミラージュで作られた視覚情報です。
Yeah, if you look away, there's no information to give you, right? Because there's nothing in your field of view to modify, and so there's no Sora. Although, she has to you have to add in the complication, she has audio. My existence that you see is visual information created by Mirage.
私は拡張現実で作られたデータ世界と現実世界の狭間に存在しているのです。
I exist created an augmented reality between the data world and the real world.
その存在さえ幻影なのかもしれませんが。
Even that existence might be an illusion. No matter where your existence is, it's just a matter of recognition. Sora is one of us. In my mind, Sora definitely exists as a comrade. Sora nodded with a smile. The kid says it before Takeshi does. Interesting. After that, when I returned to the break room, there was no one there, right? I'm sure everyone is sleeping in the beds. I took a shower and then took a sip of fruit milk? I mean, it is fruit. Yeah, I guess it's fruit milk. Sounds gross. I haven't tried very many milks. I was thinking of trying strawberry milk, and it does not taste good. On my way to the decompression, or decompression, it does both, chamber, I saw Sara coming out of the control room. Oh, did you finish doing your stuff? Good evening, Sara. It's konbanwa.
こんばんは、少年。
Good evening, kid. You have not, Sara's not slept yet?
拙者、ナッキュ先輩のために ID カードを見つけ出してきたでござる。
I found an ID card for Nakyu-senpai. Or you made one or the other. ID card. Oh, is it for starting up the system? I'm... You wasn't happy or something like that. I mean, it's a nigh, so it is negative. Interesting.
任務完了でござる。にんにん。
Mission is complete. Nin nin. Sara smiled as she said that. I could tell that you was happy with that smile.
それでは拙者、これにてごめん。
Well then, I'm sorry. I don't know what for, but okay. Sara dashed down the corridor like the wind. Huh? Sara's not going to sleep yet? Well, some other time, some other route. I headed in the opposite direction of the compression chamber. Oh, she headed in the opposite direction of the compression chamber. Yeah, maybe looking for Tsugumi. After confirming that Sara had disappeared down the corridor, I entered the control room. Yu is typing something on the keyboard in front of the terminal. The system booted up, right?
ええ。マヨがちゃんと ID カード見つけてきてくれたからね。さすがは忍者っていうだけのことはあるわ。
Yeah, Mayo found a proper ID card for me. As expected of a ninja. Is Sara really a ninja?
多分自称だと思うんだけど、ひょっとしたら本当だったりして。
I think it's probably self-proclaimed, but maybe it's true. Saying that you fluttered her ID card with Sara thought she'd found. Huh, I wonder why it's thought. Sounds like someone planted it for Sara to find, but we'll get to that later. But you, why'd you want to start the system up so badly? If that's the case, wouldn't Sora do it for you?
多分私がやりたいことって空には難しいことだと思うわ。
I think what I want to do is probably difficult for Sora.
だってここのセキュリティに関わることかもしれないからね。
Because it might be related to the security here.
私はね、大切なものを探しにここレミューにバイトしに来たのよ。
You see, I came here to Lemu and searched for something important. Hold on. I came to work here at Lemu in search of something important.
そう、大切なものを探しに来たの。
That's right, I came here to find something important. Something important? Yes, important non-mono is like important stuff.
お父さんの手がかり。
Okay, so Otosan is father. My father's clue.
実はね、 私のお父さん、レミューの開発部門で働いてたの。
Actually, my father worked in the development department of Lemieux. Development.
私も詳しくは聞いてないんだけど、
I haven't heard the details either, but
お父さん、レミのプログラムを作ってたみたい。
my dad was making the Lemieux program. Lemieux? What is Lemieux? Okay, so it's pronounced Lemieux. Lemieux. Not Lemieux. Lemieux. Basically katakana.
レミューのメインコンピューターのことよ。
I'm talking about Lemieux's main computer. The main computer here, so Yu's dad was amazing. Wasn't he? It's an A, right?
もちろん、一人でやってたわけじゃないよ。
Of course, he wasn't doing it alone.
そのプロジェクトの一員として開発に携わってたってこと。
He was involved in the development as a member of that project. I see. Huh. What do you mean by clue?
お父さんね。
My father,
お父さん、ある日突然いなくなっちゃったんだ。
my father, one day, suddenly disappeared. Eh?
行方不明になっちゃったの。
He has gone missing. When?
私が物心ついた時にはすでにいなかった。
By the time I was able to remember, I think he was already gone, right? By the time I became aware of him, he had already ceased to exist.
お母さんから聞いた話では、私が1歳の時だったらしい。つまり、今から17年前のことね。
From what I heard from my mother, it was when I was 1 year old. In other words, 17 years ago. Then you don't remember your father.
写真とかムービーとかでしか見たことがなくて。
I've only ever seen him in pictures and movies.
だから、ちゃんとした記憶は残ってないの。全然ね。
That's why I don't have any proper memories of him.
レミューの開発部門で働いていたってのも、全部お母さんから聞いた話で。
I heard from my mother that he worked in the development department of Lemieux. Then why? Why did he go missing?
それがわかれば、こんなところまで来たりしないよ。
If I knew that, I wouldn't have come all the way out here. What do you mean?
お父さんの姿が最後に目撃されたのは、このレミューの中だったの。
Last time my father was in Lemieux. Google Translate. That seems like the first part of a two-part sentence. The last time my father was seen was inside of Lemieux.
だからここに来れば、消えたお父さんの手がかりが何か見つかるかもしれないって、そう思って。
That's why I thought that if I came here, I would be able to find some clues about my father who disappeared.
お母さんはもう諦めちゃってるみたいだから頼りにならないし。
My mom had already given up, so I cannot rely on her. Ironically, she saw him die. But that's like an answer to a twist.
お母さん、お父さんのこと死んじゃったんだって思ってるみたい。
Ironically, 17 years ago, when she was 1 year old. Anyway, my mom seems to think that dad is dead. It's using kind of formal terms though, so it's like my mother seems convinced that my father is dead. Dead. The word echoes in my chest. Let's see how Google Translate does this. Is that the kanji for death? The word death strikes a chord in my heart. It also got read wrong by the OCR, but it's death. You look straight at me, her eyes moist.
でもね。
But
私は信じてるの。
I believe. Yep, it's I believe.
お父さんは絶対どこかで生きてるんだよ。
Dad is definitely alive somewhere, or father's definitely alive somewhere.
だってそうでしょ。
Isn't that right?
お父さんはただ行方不明になっただけで遺体が見つかったわけじゃないんだし。
My father just went missing. It's not like we found his body. That is weird. I just realized how weird that line is in this on the kid's side. Because it makes sense on the Yu side, on the Takeshi side. On the kid's side, it's like the body was producible. But I think but I guess it doesn't really matter because the old you, this Yu's so-called mom, just made everything up. So she could have made up that the body wasn't found as well. It says that to be a lie, though. The words didn't come out. I did not know what to say to her.
ごめんね少年。ちょっと気が高ぶっちゃったみたい。
I'm sorry, kid. I think I got a little worked up. I'm the one who should be apologizing for not being able to do anything.
そんなことない。少年に話したことで胸に溜め込んでいたものが取れたみたい。
That's not true. Talking to the boy seems to have taken away what I've been holding in my heart.
すっきりした。
I feel refreshed. You stretched as she said that.
だからありがとうね少年。
So then, thank you, young man, or thank you, boy. You looked at me and smiled. For some reason, I blushed and looked down. 146 hours until collapse, I guess. Wait, is that AM or PM? I don't know. I don't know if we're in the morning or late, or like kind of in late afternoon. The darkness splits and the light shines in. Okay, we're in the morning of day 3. So we finished day 2 then. Kind of long, a lot of dialogue with you, which is kind of my least favorite kind of dialogue in this game. Mostly because I've probably like gone through so much Ever17 by now, I'm tired of it. It's not like Yu's a terrible character, but if they wouldn't have abbreviated the journey from Ersteboden to Zweitestock, which they thought they could do because they thought you already played as Takeshi, they would have been even longer. Okay, there's a bunch of front material we have to get through, and eventually we're going to have to fix the pipes in the room and stuff. Feeling a vague disconnect, I awoke. I look around, it's the same room as yesterday. Which is, how's it but different than yesterday? The same room as yesterday, but it's also a different room from yesterday, because it's like an identical room. I felt a sense of deja vu. That too. I heard Takeshi talking in his sleep. Everyone else must have woken up because no one else reached the room except Takeshi. Or no one else was in the room except Takeshi. They got up and left, okay? Even though they stayed up later than you. They burned the candle on both ends. I peered into Takeshi's face. Apparently did not have writing on it this time. As expected, Takeshi didn't have any scribbles on his face today. Okay, the third day. What's this? Okay, so there's water sound effects in the background. I washed my face and washed away the drowsiness clinging to me. It was more like a splash water on my face, right, than really wash my face. I look into the broken mirror. And say to myself, what's an Uchikoshi game without a broken mirror? Even though this is actually not an Uchikoshi game. But the broken mirror idea was copied from one that was. Don't tell me I got scribbled on my face today. Maybe doodled would be a more, like, appropriate word than scribbled. That said, I can't check with a broken mirror. I could check with a broken mirror. But I'm just kind of the person who's somewhat skilled at, like, deconvolving stuff in my head. Well, whatever. Like, I like, de-blur your stuff. When I entered the room, I saw Sarah, you, and Sora. I can too, because their sprites are there. Sarah and you seem to be preparing breakfast. As usual, I didn't see Tsugumi anywhere. And I think that's where it ends. Why isn't Tsugumi with everyone?
Ohayo!
She just takes the sweet honey and runs. Good morning.
Ohayo!
Good morning. As I was thinking about that, Sarah and you greeted me. There's no, and then they arrived, just inserting kanji at the end because the OCR is getting like junk at the end. The two of them were awfully excited. Good morning.
なんだなんだ少年、元気ないぞ。まだ目が覚めてないとか？
What's wrong, kid? You look down. You haven't woken up yet? No, just not. I've already woken up. I'm sharing you whatever you are that's making you relatively less down.
本当に？
Really?
わかった。少年って低血圧なんでしょう。私もそうなんだよ。
I get it. Boys have low blood pressure, don't they? I feel the same way. What? Huh? Oh, let's just... Oh, it's not the boy. It's the boy has low blood pressure. What's with blood pressure? What does that have to do with anything? What? And then I feel the same way. What? What's with this hypotension? What's that have to do with anything? I don't know. What?
マヨだって抵抗しなかったじゃない。
Great. Now I have to deal with this nonsense. Okay. Oh, is this like a hint about something? Okay, so we know that Sarah is hypotensive. I don't know what that means. What's low blood pressure? Clip in the top is making a mess. It's hard to get the heights just right. Sarah says, "Oh, I get it. Mornings are tough, aren't they? What do you call it? A living hell?" I don't know how many alarm clocks I've smashed so far. Well, I haven't smashed any of them, but that's because I can actually aim for the off button. Mayo, you've been awake a lot, haven't you? I thought you were going to be scabbed to death this morning. What? Mayo has a problem with waking up. Let's get rid of this nonsense. Mayo had a really bad day waking up. This morning I thought I was going to be killed by the girl I met. More of, I thought she was going to kill me, right? It's because I'm getting... What? Oh... Where's my settings? Okay, I just need to move it up a little, I think. It's because you carelessly approached me from behind. Okay, so I'm just gonna start going off on this conversation. What? Are you some kind of sniper? Okay.
それは先輩だったから。やだ、恥ずかしい。
Oh, I get the voice lines. Well, I thought I could. Yeah, it like froze. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to close the game. Might have done like, are you sure you want to save? And I accidentally clicked no because I tried to do that. I tried to like memorize the keystrokes and it didn't. I don't think I got it right. Hasn't shown up on the screen yet. Come on, skip the intro thing. Get through this so I don't get copyright claim for that music. Okay. Actually, let's quick load. Let's see where it quick loads into. Okay, so nothing on the 9th. Okay, there's no quick loads. Okay. Do a real load. Yeah, we're gonna have to skip through. Philly. No, back. O. Okay, U.
あれ、少年もこっち来たの？
Wait.
本当？
It's still not, it's still like not, it's still making me hold down the skip, which is still an issue. Because the skip's not working how I want it to. I want it to like stop if I've already read it, right? But like, this is not doing that. Oh well. Maybe it's because it doesn't recall they've already read it. If I truly already read it, if I released a skip, it would stop skipping. It would keep skipping. I don't know. Low blood pressure.
わかるわかる。迷って寝起きがうかつに拙者の背後に近づくからでござるよ。あんたはどっかのスナイパーか。でも先輩の反撃の方がすごかったですよ。一瞬でその。
Okay. Finally got to the next line. But Senpai's counterattack was even more amazing. Instant. That.
押し倒されて。
You push me down.
マヨだって抵抗しなかったじゃない。
Mayo didn't resist anyway, did she?
それは先輩だったから。やだ、恥ずかしい。
More junk. That's because you were my senior. It's embarrassing.
かわいい子ね。それじゃ続きをしましょうか。
How cute. Well then, shall we continue?
いけませんわ、お姉様。こんなところで。
One-sama, you shouldn't be here. What? It's not okay, big sis Oni-san, in a place like this.
私を見て、私だけを見るの。
Look at me and only me. You gently stroke Sara's cheek. Wow, they really went in on this.
はい、お姉様だけを見ます。
Yes, I only look at Oni-sama.
あなたがいて私がいる。それだけでそこは二人だけの場所なんだから。
I have to read this and no, I don't. I would put this on the internet. You're here and I'm here, and that's all it takes for us to be alone.
さあ踊りましょう。二人で奏でるワルツを。
Come on, let's dance a waltz for two people, I guess.
はい、お姉様。
Yes, One-sama. Big sister with respect. And the distance between the two of them grew close enough for the breasts to reach each other. And then Takeshi walked in. I guess not. They burst out laughing. Not I, they did.
少年、冗談よ冗談。
Kid, I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
何赤面しているの、少年くん。
Why are you blushing, kid? Sara smiles mischievously. My forehead is starting to hurt. Is it because of my low blood pressure?
朝食の準備はできたけど、たけしもつぐみさんも来ませんね。
I think that low blood pressure thing was actually in the original game. I just forgot about it. Breakfast is ready, but Takeshi and Tsugumi are not coming either.
待ってても暇だし、先に食べちゃおうか。
Even if we wait, I don't know. So let's eat. It's too cold to wait, so let's eat first. Okay.
みんなで食べた方が美味しくなるというらしいですし、もう少し待ってはいかがでしょうか。
Sora tries to justify why her sprite was on the screen all that time. They say it'll taste better if you all eat it together, so why don't we wait a little longer? Have you ever tasted anything, Sora?
有毒ガスの除去まであと2時間16分ありますし。
There are 2 hours and 16 minutes until the toxic gas is removed. You haven't finished removing the gas yet?
そう。だからもうしばらくこの階層に足止めってわけ。
That's why we're stuck on this floor for a while longer. And then he's like, oh, uh-oh. My headache is getting worse and worse. Gonna see a vision. Yeah, there it is. I'm like, don't do this, and they do it, it's fine. It's like, well, wait, you mean not all prophecies are true? Yeah, it's not a prophecy. With a bad ringing, it's like a subversion of that. With a bad ringing in my ears, I have a bad feeling, an unseen anxiety and fear fills my heart. No, no, no. Or does that be like bad, bad, bad? The overflowing anxiety comes out of my mouth. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be on this floor.
ちょっと、 どうしたの少年。
Wait, what's wrong, kid? And then earthquake. And then shaking. Nope, shaking's about to happen, though. I don't want to. I'm scared. We have to get out of here.
ほら、落ち着きなさい少年。
Come on, calm down, kid. Sarah stroked my back. The warmth of on my back eases the anxiety inside me.
そういえば、倉成さんのお宝箱の中にいろいろと入っていましたよ。皆さんが揃うまでトランプなんてどうですか？
Come to think of it, Kurinari-san's treasure chest, I don't know what that was, contained a lot of things. How about playing cards until everyone's together?
そうね、少年の気を紛らわすじゃなくて、ナイスアイデアね。
Okay, so we're gonna do super memory, mental guts type thing. Yeah, it's a good idea to distract the boy. I mean, a good idea.
それじゃあピロピロピンポンドーンやりましょう。
I'll know more of this. Well then, let's play Piro Piro Pinpondo.
え？
Eh? What? You cast a mysterious spell.
ナッキョ先輩のとこって神経衰弱のことをピロピロピンポンドーンって言ってるそうなんです。
Naki Senpai said. You need to translate that. Translator. Apparently, Naku Senpai calls nervous lips Piro Pinpondon. Pinpondon. It's just do, there's no in though. Pinpondo. Oh, don. It's long. She calls it nervous lips. That's because that kanji's wrong, right? Presume she means something like mental guts or something. Sarah looked at my questioning face and explained.
違う、神経衰弱って本当はピロピロピンポンドーンって言うのよ。
They still can't get the kanji right. No, mental guts is actually Piro Pinpondon. Or you could call it concentration. Or supermemory. Or all these names. I don't know which one it is. The uneasiness... the kanjis are wrong, so I can't translate it right. The uneasiness inside me vanishes, and at some point my mind begins to focus on the slang saying Piro Pinpondon. Piro Pinpondon? So that's it.
みんなおはよう。
Good morning, everyone. That's when Takeshi woke up.
ねえ倉成、あんたんとこもピロピロピンポンドーンって言うわよね。
Kurinari, don't you also say Piro Pinpondon?
いきなり何の話だ？
What are you talking about all of a sudden?
神経衰弱のローカルの呼び方についてかな。
It's a local call for like a local term, like a specific, like a house term for what the OCR misrecognizes as nervous breakdown lips.
ローカル言うな。
Don't say local.
っていうか、なんでそんな話になったんだ？
Why'd you bring that up?
蔵なりが悪いわね。
Kuranari is bad, isn't he?
なんでそうなる？
Why would you say that?
朝食の準備はできたんですが、たけしもつぐみさんも来ないので、それまでトランプでもってことになったんです。
Yes, breakfast was ready, but Takeshi and Tsugumi weren't coming, so we decided to play cards until then.
まあいっか。寝ぼすけの蔵なりも起きてきたことだし、つぐみの分は残しておくことにして、朝ごはんにしましょうか。
Well, whatever. Kuranari overslept and has woken up, so why don't we leave Tsugumi a portion for breakfast? Well, she could have overslept too, we don't know. I don't know what she's doing. The breakfast you and the others prepared was hot dogs with a moderate amount of mustard. Was that supposed to compare it to Coco, who would use a liberal amount of mustard? Correct. The frankfurter inside feels good when you bite into it and with your teeth, and the rich juices flow out. All that saltiness. Delicious. It's like all those nitrites. Just being able to find delicious food like this is worth the trouble. That's what I was thinking as I thoroughly enjoyed the hot dog.
うまうまうまうま。
Okay, buck, 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 buck.
うめえ！ほんとうめえ！
Why'd they have to make his voice line all gross? The number of hot dogs that had been prepared was decreasing as I looked at them.
おお！
That's when Takeshi's surprised voice rang out. Oh, this is Sora. When I look, his eyes are wide open, staring into empty space. I feel like something like this has happened before. Kind of think of it, didn't the same thing happen yesterday? What does Takeshi see? He stares into empty space for some reason. Stairs. Suddenly I felt my vision waver. At the same time, a sharp pain rains through my head again. There you go. My blurry vision, in the pains, I saw something. It awakens fear, impatience, and anxiety. My heart is beating faster. Huh? What now, right?
おい、どうしたんだ？
What was now? What's wrong? Even when they call out to me, I still couldn't take my eyes off the void. I wonder what it is. I don't know what it is, but I saw it.
見た？何を見たんだ？
Saw it? What did you see? I don't know. What? I just saw something. I don't know what it is. I just saw it. I have a bad feeling about this.
何言ってるんだよ、お前。
What are you saying? I have a really bad feeling about this. Ooh. When I tried to figure out the source of the premonition, my head hurt even more. I don't want to. I'm scared. I have to get out of here.
少年、大丈夫？
Kid, are you okay?
多分、一時的な記憶の混乱だと思うんだけど。
I think it's probably just a temporary memory disorder. Fugaloid oscillation. That was not aircraft, sorry. What is it? What?
これって。
This? What's this? Suddenly a low metallic sound rang out. It was a dull sound, as if it had been shut away.
今のは？
What now? Sora, what happened?
はい、今レミにアクセスします。
Yes, I am accessing Lemmy now.
わかりました。インゼルヌルとつながるシャフトの一部に歪みが発生したようです。
Understood. It seems a distortion has occurred in part of the main shaft that connects to Incel Null.
それで被害は？
So what's the damage?
すみません。ここからでは詳しいことは。
I'm sorry, I can't tell the details from here.
それじゃあ制御室に移動してみるか。
Well, then let's move to the control room. I followed Takeshi to the control room.
少年、あんまり無理するなよ。
Don't push forward too hard, young man. Interesting. Yeah, I'm fine now. I can feel Takeshi's powerful arm on my shoulder holding me back from losing consciousness.
つぐみさんが現れませんが、どうしたんでしょう？
Tsugumi-san wasn't showing up. I wonder what's wrong.
そうだな。でも、きっとそのうち現れるさ。
Yeah, but I'm sure she'll show up eventually. Dead sure. And there she is. When I entered the control room, Tsugumi was already there. Yeah, she's been waiting for this. It's like, I gotta make sure they don't get killed this time. Just like I did last time, I need to do it in a way that doesn't get me killed. For some reason, she was playing with the terminal while biting into a hot dog. It's like, wait, how'd she get the hot dog? Really sneaky. Not this baloney again. Tsugumi noticed us and silently stepped away from the terminal.
何を調べているんだ？
What are you looking into? Interesting how she can access the terminal while you can't. Because she is Spock. She can do everything that every other character can do, right? So whatever Sarah did, she can do that too. Maybe she pickpocketed the ID card.
どうして？なぜそんなことを聞くのかしら？
Why are you asking me that?
別に何だっていいじゃない。あなたには関係ないんだから。
What's the big deal? It's nothing to do with you.
え、まあ、それはそうなんだけどな。
Oh, well, if that's true, isn't it? Is that true? Is it not?
気
Whatever.
になるっつうか、心配っつうか。お前、いつも一人でいるだろ？
It's more like I'm worried. You're already so alone, aren't you?
だから、何をやっているのかなってさ。
So, that's why I'm wondering what you're doing.
それが単純に知りたかったんだよ。
I just wanted to know.
私に構わないで。
Do not worry about me. Takeshi and Tsugumi still don't seem to get along. That said, Tsugumi seems to be keeping her heart close to us, or close from us, right? Not just from Takeshi. That said, it seems that Tsugumi has closed her heart not only to Takeshi, but also to the others and I. During Takeshi and Tsugumi's exchange, Sora headed to the terminal, turned on the monitor, and held up her hands. As usual, with incredible speed, the window screen appears as if it's forming a line and disappear. The window screens appear as if they're forming a line and then disappear.
シャフトの歪みによる被害ですが、
About the damage caused by distortion in the shaft.
あくまで残存しているセンサーで調べることのできたブロックのみでの話ですが、
It's just a block that can be examined with the remaining sensors. This is based only on this, what we were able to examine with the remaining sensors.
現在ツバイトシュトック圧力制御用の配管の一部に異常数値が見られます。
Currently, Zvite stock, you can see abnormal values in some of the pressure controlling pipes.
圧力制御用の配管って？
The pressure control pipes.
レミューを覆っている多重隔壁、その内部の圧力調整を行っているパイプです。
They're the pipes that adjust the pressure inside the multi-layered bulkheads that cover Lamu.
数値に変動はないので緊急性は低いですが、センサー類が正常かどうかもわからない状況ですし、モニターの視覚の位置にありますので、実際を確認した方がいいかもしれません。
There's no change in the numbers, so the urgency is low, but we don't know if the sensors are normal or not, and it's a blind spot on the monitor, so it might be better to check it out.
すぐに修理が必要な場合も考えられますので、どなたか同行していただけますか？
It's possible that the repairs will be required immediately, so could someone accompany me?
ああ、任せてくれ。
Leave it to me.
虎穴に入れずんば孤児をへつか。
Interesting. Let's see if we can clean this up. Might need to like less sensitivity first. Oh, that's not going to matter because it's the it's the ellipses that are throwing things off. So get rid of the junk in the front. Okay. Are you serious? Okay, what's the back end? So it's unless something, you'll never get a tiger cub. But I don't know what the the first phrase is. I'm going to try to dither the OCR around, try to get more accuracy. Nope. Let's try denser. Ah, there we go. Okay. If you don't enter the tiger's cave, then you won't catch the tiger's cub. Interesting. Very interesting. Tiger's cub.
しょうがないわね。
I can't help it. Eh? Huh. Interesting. I could barely hear her, but Tsugumi muttered something. And then
私も行くわ。
I will also go. I wonder what tiger cub she's trying to catch with this. My hypothesis has always been, well, she just knows that someone could get hurt doing this because she did, and so she's in there trying to make sure that no one gets hurt. Because if she's not there, someone else could get hurt the same way she did, by the same means, right? But then she didn't say, "Oh no, this is dangerous. I have to actually go on this one." Phooey, it's if you don't go into the tiger's den, you won't be able to catch the tiger's cub. Like she's doing this in order to catch something. Like, to get get the kids. Like it's required to get the kids. I don't know how that's the case, but okay. Unexpectedly, she introduced herself. I guess that could work. She volunteered. Makes more sense.
つぐみ
Tsugumi?
何？
What?
私がついていくのは不服？
Are you dissatisfied with me following you?
あ、いや、そういうわけじゃねえけど。
That's not it, but...
そうだな。わかった。頼むよ。
Yeah, I got it. I'm counting on you.
私も手伝います。
I'll help.
オッケー。じゃあ、サラも一緒に行こうか。
Okay, Sarah. Let's go too.
それじゃあ田中さんはここからのモニターをお願いします。何か異変を察知したら連絡入れてください。
Well, Tanaka-san, please monitor from here. If you sense anything unusual, please contact me.
制御室からですとイヤホンを無線機として使えますので。
From the control room, you can use the earphone as a radio.
了解。
Wait, was she wearing the uniform in like the breakfast scene? Was she? Oh well. Me?
少年もできればこっちを手伝ってくれないか？
Could you help me out here too if you can? Well, you would think that Takeshi would say that because he's trying to imitate the real Takeshi, who. Well, not imitate the real Takeshi. He's trying to make the events most similar to the previous instance as possible. And in the previous instance, when you play as Takeshi, the kid actually does go to the pipe room to do repairs. But in the original game, that's not the case. But then, in the original game, here you have a choice whether to stay in the control room with you or go do repairs. And it matters, and it's has to do with route points, right? If you stay with you get you points. If you go do the repairs, you get Sara points. So let's see if they give me a choice. Yes. I replied as energetically as I could. Okay, so you don't get a choice. Interesting. So they're just copying the Takeshi side instead of giving you a choice. I quickly made my way to where the pipe in question was. Or we quickly made our way to where the pipe in question was. Or pipes, plural, in question was. There's no plurals in Japanese. You gotta infer the plural. I was told I didn't need an emergency. It was told it wasn't an emergency, but I shouldn't let my guard down. After all, I'm seeing visions of disaster. Along the way, Tsugumi handed Takeshi a rather heavy-looking toolbox, and he was forced to carry carry it again. Hey, Tsugumi? Call out Tsugumi, who was walking in front of me.
何？
What? He's probably gonna. Where'd you get that toolbox from? Somehow, there's something that's been bothering me. Why were you eating hot dogs?
食べたかったから自分で作ったのよ。
I made it myself because I wanted to. She just did it before everyone else did. That's the same as us. The others and I were eating hot dogs this morning.
そう、偶然ね。
That's right. It's a coincidence. Is that their version of the original game had a lot more going on with this, but because they got rid of the tuna sandwich deal, they didn't really make as much sense to carry it over one for one, I guess. After that, Tsugumi fell silent. Slight Tsugumi nostalgia hint. We stopped in front of a door with a hissing sound.
この部屋から何か漏れるような音がしますね。
There's a sound like something leaking out of this room.
先にできる限りですが中の状態を確認いたします。
I'll do my best to check on the state of the inside first. Sora quickly closed her eyes.
さすがに開けたら蒸気が大爆発とかないよな。
If you open it, the steam won't explode, right?
平気なんじゃないかな。
I think it's fine.
わかるのか？
Question? Do you understand?
適当に言ってみただけですよ。
Just trying to say something random. Huh? Huh? What? What was I reading? Sora opened her eyes.
センサーでのチェックが完了しました。
The sensor check is complete.
気圧は若干低下していますが、有毒ガスは発生していません。気温、湿度はともにわずかずつですが上昇中。
The air pressure is a little low, but no toxic gas is generated. The temperature and humidity are both rising slightly, or slightly elevated.
パイプの一部が破損したために微量の漏水がありますが、排水口等で吸収されています。
Some of the pipes are damaged, so there's a small amount of water leaking out, but it's being absorbed by drainage ditches and the like. That means there's no problem with opening the door, just like Sarah
当
said.
てずっぽうが偶然当たっただけですよ。
It's just a guess, but I just happened to hit. A guess, you say.
そう、偶然ね。
Am I Tsugumi? That's right. It was a coincidence. Yes. By coincidence, right? After muttering that, Tsugumi opened the door. Well, Tsugumi, that tells you what you are wondering. I can confirm her eating a hot dog was not a coincidence. In an instant, the wind blew. The outside air is sucked inside. Colorful pipes ran in every direction in that room. I looked at the sounding wall. Sounding wall? Oh, the wall making the hissing noise. I looked at the wall making the sound. The shoo-shoo noise. Guess that's hissing. Noise. Several faint cracks formed in the pressure control pipes, and water danced like mist. At this level, it didn't seem like there was any need to worry so much.
月様、雨か。霧雨じゃ、濡れていこう。なんちゃって。
What? Moon-sama, it's raining. Let's get wet in the drizzle. Just kidding. I've seen this scene before. I suddenly feel a light sense of deja vu.
どうした少年？
What's wrong, kid? I thought I remembered something.
何を思い出したんだ？
What'd you remember? I don't know. It seems like even if something comes to mind, I'll forget it right away.
でもそんな感じだったらもうすぐ記憶を思い出せそうだな。
But if it's like that, it looks like you'll be able to recall your memories soon. Thanks, Takeshi.
ところでこいつはどうやら必要なかったみたいだな。
By the way, it looks like you didn't need this thing, did you? Need what thing? Takeshi placed the toolbox on the floor, looking heavy. No, we do need that.
いえ、破損しているのは事実なようですので、修理をお願いします。あくまで緊急性が低いというだけですから、このまま気圧が下がり続けると、施設悪化へつながる可能性もあります。
As far as like, no, you do need it. You need to actually fix this. No, no, it seems to be true that it is damaged, so please repair it. It's just that it's less urgent, so if the air pressure continues to drop, there's a possibility to lead to facility pressure collapse.
そんなことだろうと思ったわ。
I thought it was something like that.
それじゃあどうすればいいんだ？
Then what should I do?
圧力制御用のパイプのバルブを止めてから溶接で穴を塞いでください。
Please stop the pulp from the pressure control pipe, you mean, the valve, for the pressure control pipe and close the hole with welding. Tsugumi didn't even listen to Takeshi and Sora's exchange. She just opened the toolbox on her own and started spreading out some tools.
他のパイプ類は可燃性の液体が充満しているものが多いので、念のために止めておいてください。
Many of the other pipes are filled with flammable liquid, so please stop them just in case.
配管専用の制御室が近くにあるので、そこの端末経由で操作いたします。
There's a plumbing control room nearby, so I'll operate them through that terminal.
しばらくここから離れることになりますが、よろしいですか？
I'll be away from here for a while. Is that okay?
こっちはその間に圧力制御用のパイプを止めてるよ。
I'll turn off the pressure control pipe in the meantime.
わかりました。では、後をお願いいたします。
Understood, then. Please take care of the rest. Yeah, I wonder how they're going to variate this. It's very interesting. With that, Sora left. So, what should I do?
指示するから道具をちょうだい。
I'll tell you what to do. I'll give you instructions, so give me your tools. Why? He's not holding tools. I guess it's like reversed. It's like, I'll give you tools. Here are your tools. Oh, okay.
私は
Me?
それじゃあサラは俺と圧力制御用のパイプを止めようか。
Sorry, let's turn off the pressure control pipe with me.
御意でござる。
As you wish. Takeshi and Sara start closing the valve.
キュッキュッキュー。
Which apparently takes two people to do. Takeshi was singing a strange tune as he closed the valve. Sara's like, this guy's breath stinks. What do I do? How do I get it back? Okay. Sara gave Takeshi a cold stare as she closed the valve.
こちらの作業は終わりました。溶接を始めても大丈夫です。
Well, we're done here. It's okay if we start clearing the area. What? The work is finished. You may begin welding. Okay. Offline translator didn't understand that, apparently. Suddenly, Sora's voice echoes from my ear. I guess we're not going to be messing with the valves. Whoa. Takeshi let out a surprised yelp, probably because he suddenly heard it.
あ、田中さんが私を呼んでいます。向こうに行かなくてはならないのですが。
Tanaka-san is calling for me. I have to go over there.
ああ、行ってきてくれ。こっちはなんとかなりそうだ。
Yeah, go. I think I'll manage.
はい。では、あとはお願いしますね。
Then I'll leave the rest to you.
それじゃあ、溶接を始めましょうか。そこ押さえていて。
Okay, let's get started. Hold it there. I'm not gonna wear a welding mask. Expect like her face to be tinted, you know, you tint. Don't weld without a mask, although a lot of people, auto mechanics do, because they never felt the consequences yet. Tsugumi proceeded with the welding and with a splendid hand. You're pretty used to it.
何が？
What? And even 17 years later, she still hasn't gotten that rusty, interestingly enough. Oh, welding, did you learn it somewhere?
知りたいの？
Do you want to know?
どうでもいいことを聞くの。悪い癖よね。
It's like, why else did I ask? It's a bad habit to ask something that doesn't matter. Sorry.
別に、あなたに言ったわけじゃないわ。
I'm just trying to get you talking, that's all. Then I can find something worth talking about once they get the process started. I didn't say anything to you. Tsugumi looked at me with a distant gaze. Every once in a while, there was something strange about Tsugumi's words. I looked at Tsugumi's expression. Because I felt like I could see the source of the discomfort from there.
ねえ、
Hey,
少年。ねえ、聞こえてる？
hey, kid, can you hear me? Sorry. I'm a little... I was just thinking about something.
それじゃあ、こっちの方はもういいから、向こうのバルブの操作をお願い。
Oh, come on. Well, then, that's enough for me. Oh. It's enough for me. Enough of this, basically. So I can operate the ultimate loop over there. That's what we're gonna call it. Maybe you can make this a B instead of a P. I should operate the ultimate lube over there. No, it's not. There's no ultimate in there. Okay, let's try again. So I'll ask you to operate the valve over there. There we go. That took a while. Understood. I moved to where the pipe was.
まず、そこの青いバルブを。
First, the blue valve. Suddenly, all sound fades away. Yeah. Doesn't really translate. The valve in front of me shakes. Eh? I mean, it just shouldn't. But it also means something. I see something. What's that kanji mean? For a moment, I saw something. That... A sharp pain runs through my head. The sound returns. A hissing sound reaches my ears.
そしたら次に赤いバルブをひねって。
Then... turn on the red valve. That image, I think I saw it once before. I was eating breakfast this morning. An unpleasant unease spreads through me.
ちょっと少年、聞いてるの？
Wait, kid, are you listening? That's right, I'm in the middle of work right now. I'm sorry. It's like, go min, blue, then red, right?
そうよ。緩めて、それから閉めるの。
That's right. Loosen it, and then close it. Or open, then close. I focused on my work, trying to dispel my anxiety. I reach out to spin the blue barb in front of me. Or blue valve. Once again, a sharp pain ran through my head. My blurry vision rapidly loses its color. My vision turns white. No, it is white, and my mind is hazy. And then, cutting through the white haze, the image flashes like lightning through me. It was a discontinuous stop motion. Interesting. It does say stop motion in katakana. The materials crumble and collapse. A large amount of cold water pours out like surging waves. And I'm overflowing with fear. The pain turned into a numbness accompanied by fear and spread throughout my entire body. I slumped limply to the ground.
おい、どうしたんだ？おい！
What's wrong? This as in this time, as in like now. That could not have been. The building and of the room I saw in my image overlapped with the scene in front of me. And with that, we conclude here. So... Okay. Okay, so this is the only new one.